All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mina. Good afternoon, Chef. Chef Mike, Chef K.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Anton, and our awesome planet viewers.
Yes. And good afternoon to all the people watching on the live stream today and watching on the replay. Thank you for joining us. We're talking to NOBU Manila at City of Dreams Manila, and we're talking about the reopening of NOBU Manila and essentially the City of Dreams. And we're talking to Executive Chef Mike and sous chef K, Chef K
Chef
for this afternoon. So please join us if you're watching in the live stream and join our discussion. All right. All right. Thank you. And we're here talking to and thank you for All right. Good afternoon. My name is Anton Diaz, founder of Our Awesome Planet, and maybe Mina. Can we talk
Hi, good
about
afternoon. Yes.
So, can you tell us more about what reopened, what facilities reopened in City of Dreams um, and Nobu Manila just recently reopened? What's the concept?
Yes. Anton, thank you. We're happy to be here. And just to let you know and your viewers know, the three hotels of City of Dreams Manila has recently reopened. So NOAA, Nobu Hotel, and Hyatt Regency Manila. So along with these hotels, we have also reopened our signature restaurants at 50% capacity. So these restaurants are Crystal Dragon, Red Ginger, Jingting, and of course the newly reopened restaurants where we are at right now. It's Nobu Manila. But we follow, of course, the guidelines of Department of Tourism and DTI and IATM.
Yeah. So, what's the operating hours and the capacity that you can have for Nobu Manila?
Nobu Manila is open for dinner from Wednesdays to Sundays. So we open starting at 5 o'clock. So on Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, it's open until 10 p.m. And on the Friday and Saturday, it's at an extended operating hours at 11 p.m. And we operate at 50% capacity as of the moment.
And the restaurants you can actually visit by reservation, correct? Do you need a
Yes,
test to go inside or not anymore?
for the restaurant, no, you don't need to get a test. The guidelines of the IATF is, of course, fill out a health declaration form, and of course, we require the wearing of the mask and the face shield for guests coming over as well at the restaurants.
Okay, and I guess I'm excited actually to for our audience to meet Chef Mike. Maybe Chef Mike, you can do a short introduction of your story getting the executive chef role in Nobu Manila.
Okay. Well, for me, my story is not as grand, but I was born here in Manila, but I was basically raised in the U.S. Um, Fell in love with cooking. It's something that I've always had a passion being Filipino. Food, I think, is in our blood, so it was just natural for me to fall in love with it. Um, but I've been with Nobu since 2007. Uh,
Wow.
my home base was Nobu Las Vegas at the Hard Rock. And then I was able to move around, train in other Nobus. I trained in LA, Hawaii, in Honolulu, and I was able to go to Miami to train. And then now I was able to come to Manila and given the opportunity to be the head chef here. And I've been here for roughly 5 years, almost 5 years. December 30th will be my 5 years. Um, but it just allows me to infuse the Filipino cuisine with the Nobu style of cooking. We use locally
Yes.
sourced ingredients, and we infuse that with Japanese Peruvian style that Nobu is world renowned for.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about the food. But before we start on the food, maybe we can introduce Chef King.
Yeah,
Chef
Chef K, please introduce yourself. He is our head sushi chef.
Hello, guys. I've been in Manila for a year and a half. Came from NOBU Malibu. Was
Wow.
able to, yeah, lucky enough to get trained at San Diego. I opened up Los Cabos, NOBU. Went to Palo Alto, and then LA to just help out. And I've been doing the sushi for almost 30 years
Wow.
and working in the Nobu for going to fourth year, third year,
Wonderful.
third 3.5.
Wow. All right. So that's so exciting, no? We have really one of the best chefs in Manila at Nobu. So what's in store for people with Nobu? Maybe we can talk about the food that you got that we are offering. I'll show some of the photos also of the food, and maybe chef, you can describe the food as well, so that we're on the same level. So this is Nobu. Okay, I think
That's our menu.
no.
Yes, as you know, Anton, Nobu is a world-renowned brand. It's actually Chef Nobu Matsuhisa that started it. He began it in Tribeca in downtown Manhattan in New York about 30 years ago. And it's a popular restaurant among Hollywood celebrities. And for sure, Chef K and Chef Mike had been rubbing elbows with the stars in the States because they're guests of Nobu. So the diners in Manila are lucky to once again have access to Nobu restaurant, which is famed for its Japanese Peruvian cuisine. And it's famous also among Hollywood celebrities because one of the owners is no other than Robert De Niro. And Chef Mike, yes, maybe tell us a little about the menu. Nobu. Ah, okay. So those are our head chef, Chef Mike and Chef Keiichi.
So this
Oh,
Nobu is famous for the black cod miso. This is what you see here now. It's a marinated black cod in miso and broiled with served with hachikami, which is a pickled ginger root.
Yes, this is a favorite at Nobu restaurant. Must try.
Yes.
oh, favorite rin namin yan.
And then you
And
got
this one?
rock shrimp, which is basically like a popcorn shrimp with a creamy spicy sauce and mixed filled greens underneath.
Okay, that's really excellent too. A little bit spicy, but just right. And of course, Chef Mike, I think, yeah,
That's our line. Oh,
yes.
Yellow tail.
what's that?
Yep.
Chef K.
That's a yellowtail jalapeno, the one of the signature dish. Probably what Nobusan got famous for this.
This is the most famous one.
Uh, what I like to tell people is a lot of restaurants have popped up to imitate what Nobu has done, and people tend to forget that he created a lot of these dishes that a lot of these Japanese restaurants are serving now, like the Yelta jalapeno, your black cod and miso, even the ceviche, um, style the terradito. You're seeing a lot of these dishes in other Japanese restaurants, but he's the one that actually helped
Create.
create
Created
them
it.
and create them, put them into life. Yeah.
Yes.
This is our beef toban that you see right now. It's a sliced tenderloin beef with yuzu, soy, enoki mushroom, asparagus, shiitake, served on a bed of caramelized onions. The best way I could say this locally would be like spruced up bistek. Tagalog.
Oh,
Because they use, I mean,
oh,
because bistek Tagalog is basically lemon, onion, beef, or lemon juice and soy sauce. We use the
Yeah.
same thing, but it's just enhanced. We use the yuzu citrus, which has a distinct flavor, just like the calamansi has locally. I mean, you can tell once you taste it, you know it's calamansi. If you taste yuzu, you'll know exactly that it's yuzu. Yuzu.
yes. And of course, we use premium beef at Nobu. So it's
Mhm.
really good, delicious.
Okay, next.
What we have here is a sashimi dish. One of our platter called Ocean 12. This give out a lot of the local fish of flavors. Got
Mm.
tuna, salmon, bellfish.
Mhm.
Chef K, we're importing some of our seafood, but other than that, we also use local seafood?
Yeah, most of our the main stuff, tuna, the white meat fish like lapu lapu, it's all
Mhm.
local. Some of our squid.
That's part of our campaign to support local SMEs and also support sustainable sea farming
Sea
and
farming.
sustainable business practices of local companies.
That's good. And most of them were affected also during this pandemic. So thank you for supporting the local seafood industry. This one, this is sashimi.
This is our pretty much all the signature what we offer. The all the from yellowtail jalapeno to dry miso to soy salt tiradito,
Ah,
tacos. Yeah, just a sample of every
of
dish.
all the best dishes.
Yeah,
Okay. And I think we're going to what's new in Nobu. I guess, can you describe what are these?
Well, this is a so trying to infuse Nobu and the Filipino culture together. I mean, being raised in America, I can tell you straight. I didn't realize how diverse the Filipino culture really is. Like for me, I knew two types of adobo: dry or wet. Two types of longanisa growing up in America: sweet or sour. And I come here and there's like 20 different adobos, 20 different kinds of longanisa. So my mind was really, was blown. I mean, I was so amazed at the diversity of our food. Now, trying to make uh, the local palate appreciate what Nobu is, you know, sisig is one of the best known items that people like to eat, you know. So I just what I call Nobufied it.
Mhm.
People tend to be afraid, especially foreigners, to eat like knowing that they're eating pig's brain or a whole pig face. So what I did was I kind of adjusted it and modified the dish. So instead of using the pig head, I used the curd of pork belly, which is a premium cut meat. Instead of the pig brain, I use foie gras in the dish.
Wow.
I have the local chilies in there, local onions in there, um, and then I use calamansi juice, a little bit of soy, and then you have like the onions. I put ahi amarillo aioli, which
Mhm.
adds a little bit of fattiness to it, um, and that is a Peruvian yellow pepper. So we use the paste and make it mix it with mayonnaise to make the aioli, and then it's topped with local green onions. And instead of a fried egg, I put poached egg on there. And then
Okay.
for the extra nobu touch, I put the bacon furikake, which is in it's made in house.
Wow,
And
nakakagutom.
it's still it still has that Filipino flair to it, with just like I said, with a nobu touch.
Nobufied sisig.
Yes.
And chef, what's your province here in Manila? Your family?
My mom is from Ilocos Norte,
Okay.
Solsona, and then my dad is from Zambales, which is Castillejos.
Okay. So the north. Wow.
Yep.
And is this exclusive to Nobu Manila? This Filipino Nobufied dishes?
Yes. I was just recently. Nobu had finished doing his last book that he's ever going to do, and I was lucky enough to be able to be featured in that book, and I was able to incorporate some of the dishes that represented the Philippines, and this dish was on there. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So this is an institution already in the Nobu
But it's
family.
here. I mean, we serve it here specifically in Manila.
Okay. All right. Next, what's this, chef?
So that's Nobu's tofu burger. I mean, everybody likes a cheeseburger. You know, I do definitely, but this is more healthier take
Mm-hmm.
as you possibly get. So the bun is actually not a typical bun. It's made out of tofu,
Mm-hmm.
and we bake it. It has yamaimo, egg whites, and we blend that all together and we bake it. And then in the burger itself is ground ribeye and tenderloin, sirloin that's
Mm-hmm.
chopped up and formed into a patty. It has truffle aioli and spicy ketchup,
Mhm.
crispy onions, butter lettuce, and shiitake on a
And
toast.
you're just open for dine-in, or are some of the dishes available for takeout? What happened during this quarantine?
No, I mean we're allowed to. People are allowed to order this and take it out. Definitely, yes. It's just
Okay.
now people are getting so used to not coming in and ordering and feeling safe at home while they eat. So we
Mhm.
definitely Nobu and the COD definitely wants to promote that. A lot of our outlets are promoting to go items with a regular menu.
Okay. All right. Let's go through the next one.
This is the nori tacos. The shell is made from squid ink and tempura flour or batter, and stuffed with tuna, local tuna.
So it's a healthier take than your typical taco shell.
Taco shell. Okay. And the tuna, you mentioned it's locally sourced from Gensan, or are you sourcing it somewhere else?
Yeah, around here. What's the place called? The famous tuna place here.
Well, it's sourced from the Philippine seas.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sourced from the Philippine seas, the fresh
Yes, yes,
catch.
around here. Yeah.
Uh, and then this is one of the signature desserts, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
So like a lot of again, being raised in the U.S., my palate is a bit different than a typical Filipino. So I talk to my chefs a lot. We collaborate a lot. And like I said, I can't be a success unless these guys are behind me, helping me out. So it's always a collaboration coming up with new dishes. This one, I mean, it's a take on the local favorite leche flan. We just infused it with the green tea, and it has mochi pearls on there, goma tuyo, which is sesame seed, and the zuki bean. So it still has that Filipino touch. Some of the
Mm-hmm.
dessert aspects that we like halo halo, and but just Nobu again, Nobu fighter.
did this make the book, or just the
No,
season?
this is a brand new collaboration with my pastry team and myself. It just came
Ah,
out.
just came out. Okay. And so, can you describe what it's like for the new dining experience in the new normal in Nobu? So, is this still the same? Is it the same? The sushi bar?
And of course, in the new dining experience, as we said earlier, uh, you have to fill out a health declaration form at the entrance of the restaurant, and there are also alcohol bottles available at the entrance, so you can sanitize your hands. And then the seating arrangement is reconfigured for 50% capacity. And of course, our culinary team, as you can maybe mention, Chef K or Chef Mike, of course, they're all wearing masks, face shields, and even gloves when preparing the food. And even our service team, they're wearing gloves as well. And then the menu, you can scan a QR code to view the menu on your smartphone. So there's no need anymore for a paper menu. So those are the safety measures that we have put in place. But even prior to that, upon entering the hotel lobby, there's already a temperature check at the lobby, and your bags will be sanitized. And of course, as mentioned, the face shield and face mask is required for everybody, even our colleagues and our guests. And there are distance markers wherever you go, be it for checking in as a staycation guest or going to the restaurant. There are distance markers so that our guests can observe physical distancing. And when they enter the elevator, there's only a limited capacity for 4 guests. And the high touch points areas and the public areas and the restaurants are cleaned every 30 minutes. So those are the safety measures. And to even level it up further, it is part of our overall Play It Safe campaign at City of Dreams, Manila. So we have our health and safety ambassadors to monitor and remind everyone to observe physical distancing and other safety measures that are put in place. So as you can see there, Anton, you've been showing photos of our Play It Safe campaign. Our colleagues before, in those photos that you show, were wearing
This
masks.
one.
Yes, wearing masks. So
Very stylish. Still stylish.
yes, actually,
Okay.
even in Nobu, it's very stylish. Our service team, they're wearing a black mask here, so it's very stylish as well.
Uh-uh.
And of course,
Okay.
providing a safe and enjoyable experience for our guests at the scene.
So maybe some people are asking, how's the bar? Is the bar operational? Are there limited? What's the protocol for bars in Pasay?
Our bar is open. Of course, there's physical distancing, about 1 meter apart, but they can order any of the amazing cocktails here and signature drinks at Nobu. We also have Nobu sake, so they can order it and enjoy it at the bar. Those are pre-pandemic photos, but our team are actually wearing masks now, gloves and face shield, and uh, that photo shows the physical distancing on the table, and to add, the cutleries are properly sanitized as well and wrapped in a napkin to
Mhm.
avoid contamination. And
And
yes, go ahead.
you have private rooms, right? How many
Yes,
private rooms do you have?
yes, we have two private dining rooms here. Per dining room can accommodate, with social distancing, about 6 persons. So it can be an intimate setup for dinners.
Hmm.
But that setup that you see on screen, it's actually in the main dining area. And for
Uh-uh.
a more romantic dinner,
Al
our guests
fresco.
can,
I mean.
yes, can offer al fresco dining. Those guests who would like to dine outside can enjoy the sunset and our delicious Nobu cuisine, courtesy of our Chef Mike and Chef Kay here and their team. So we can have intimate family gatherings. In fact, tonight, Chef, I believe you have a lot of guests tonight at the cabanas. We're full actually tonight.
So what's the capacity of the cabanas?
So about, with distancing, about 4 to 6, depending on the table that we've set up per cabana. We have about 5 cabanas here, and there's also a cocktail lounge outdoors. So there's
Wow.
plenty of room to mix and mingle with proper physical distancing.
So a group can serve the entire cabana area, for example. Is that
Yes.
possible? Do you allow it?
I definitely we can offer a dining experience for intimate gatherings. So if you're a group of 6 or 8, or even 12, we can set up
Mhm.
a table for you with proper physical distancing.
Okay.
Right now, the amount of people that we allow is basically 50 packs most. If you were to do a private dinner, it would be 50 people that could. I mean, usually we have like what, like up to 200 plus that we can do.
Yes,
But just to be safe, we do up to 50 people.
yes, at the maximum,
Yes.
chef. Right, it's great.
Okay. And maybe can you describe us what's different with the Nobu Manila experience now?
Of course, Nobu is always well known for its Kokoro service, or service with a heart. As we adapt to the challenging times with the proper safety protocols, our guests will still feel comfortable and they can still enjoy their dining experience because of our warm hospitality here. And of course, our greatest asset is our culinary team. We're very fortunate and lucky to have Chef Mike and Chef Kay with us to prepare the best Nobu dishes that is known worldwide.
Now, can you talk about the staycation? So Nobu is available for staycation, and what's happening with the Nobu breakfast? Because a lot of people would be wondering about that.
Yes. Uh, Briefly, mention like the 3 hotels are now open for staycation. So we're very thankful to the Department of Tourism for presenting to us a certificate to operate a staycation. So, but as you can see there in the photo, maybe Chef Mike, you'd like to describe the in-room breakfast for Hyatt Regency Manila and the Nobu Hotel Manila.
Yeah, the Nobu RD breakfast is what we use to serve guests. right now because we do not open the restaurant for breakfast service. But it doesn't mean that the food is less great. Also, um, the quality of food is still there. We're able to serve the Japanese proven style breakfast. Um, you have your okonomiyaki, which is basically our Japanese omelet, um, and then you have pancakes, Nobu style pancakes, which are a little bit thicker than most. It's like souffle, almost real fluffy. And then we have our Filipino style breakfast also, your typical garlic rice, eggs, and then your choice of proteins. It could be tocino, longanisa, it could be Western style sausage like kielbasa or franks. And we even have Wagyu chiksilog, which is our version of a
Mm-hmm.
katsulog, but we actually use, again, notified, we use Wagyu cheeks. It's the best. I'm
Wow.
telling you, it's the best. Some people might kind of cringe when they hear that, but it's, I guarantee you, one of the best cuts of beef you're ever going to eat in your life, especially the way we cook it. And basically, we just braise it in akamiso, which is uh, a soy paste, and we braise it basically for about 2 to 3 hours, and then we serve it on top of garlic rice and two fried eggs, and then the cheeks. So it's basically our version of like the top silog.
Wow, that sounds very yummy, Chef Mike. I've actually tried it. The Nobu Chicxulog. I think, Anton, you tried it also before. And then,
Oh, na nami-miss ko na. We have to go
oh,
back.
okay, you should visit
Please
us
come back.
soon. Yes.
Yes, yes.
So,
Well,
but,
I'll pick
sorry.
up some comments. Linton Lin said, nakakagutom nga sa Nobu. Our baker friend from Bacolod. Hi, Marlene. Thank you for watching. And of course, Cherise, thank you. Thank you for doing this live stream with our awesome planet. I'm sure a lot of people love to go back to Nobu. Now, the most frequently asked question is, what's the age limit? Or are you really just targeting the adults right now? Or are you allowing senior citizen and kids?
Correct. Anton, for the staycations, for the three hotels, for NOAA, for Nobu Hotel Manila, and for Hyatt Regency Manila, guests can check in regardless of age. That's the Department of Tourism guidelines.
Ah,
But
okay.
of course, there's a certain requirement. The requirement is for the guests to present a negative antigen test result on the day of the check-in of the guest. So the guest should also not have any pre-existing condition or health risk, or not pregnant at the time of checking in.
Okay. And the antigen test should be a day before or 3 days, 72 hours before? What's the...
That's a good question, Anton. The antigen test should be taken on the day of check-in itself. The beauty about it is that City of Dreams Manila, for the three hotels, we have a partner clinic nearby, so we can endorse you to our partner clinic, which is also DOH accredited. So um, we will make it easy for you to get your result for your antigen test, and hopefully, when the result is negative, we will definitely be more than happy to welcome you here at City of Dreams, Manila. And we've been discussing about the very delicious Nobu breakfast of Chef Mike and Chef Kay and team. Those will be available also for Hyatt Regency Manila guests. So whether you're checking in at Hyatt Regency Manila or Nobu Hotel, you can set
Oh,
this delicious
nice.
breakfast in-room dining breakfast of
Nice.
Chef Mike and Chef Kay and team. And then for the staycations, our rate actually starts at 7,300 exclusive of tax for Hyatt Regency Manila, that's on weekdays, and 8,300 exclusive of tax on weekends. And the good thing about it is that it's already in a 50 square meter deluxe room. So if you want physical distancing with your
Wow.
dog, you can still practice it in the comfort of your room.
How about the Nobu, the age for the restaurants?
For the age limit for the restaurant patrons, per DTI guidelines, it's 16 years old to 65 for walk-in guests. So as
Okay.
long as they fill out the health declaration form, we will be more than happy to welcome them to Nobu Manila Restaurant and our other signature restaurants.
All right. And how about the pool? What's the policy in the pool?
The swimming pool, Anton?
Yeah.
Yes, the swimming pool is open, of course. But as we mentioned, we have health and safety ambassadors to ensure proper physical distancing. So guests can actually enjoy our facilities, the swimming pool, our beautiful promenade. And as you can see in the photo, a lady is actually working from the pool of Hyatt Regency. We actually have three pools here at City of Dreams, Manila. One is at Hyatt Regency, Nobu, and another one at Nuwa. And as you know, we have a very beautiful garden area also. So if you want to take a stroll here, linger and bask in the sun or enjoy the sunset, you can enjoy it by the pool. We also have Wave Restaurant, which we reopened. It's a restaurant and bar. So it's
Mhm.
nice to have cocktails there, aside from having nice and amazing cocktails here at Nobu Restaurant Manila. And
Okay.
we're really proud of Nobu because it's actually expanding worldwide despite of the pandemic. There's about 40 Nobu restaurants around the world, and it's continuing to grow. And for Nobu Hospitality, it's now operating about 13 Nobu hotels worldwide. And even this December, Anton, Nobu London Portman is opening its hotel. And Nobu Riyadh, it's going to open the restaurant. So maybe we can catch up there one of these days when
Yes.
the travel restriction permits. We can
Uh,
bring Chef Mike and Chef K as well and Rich.
all right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I
I'm
guess.
sorry to say, Chef Mike was saying like Nobu just recently opened in Chicago. It's a very beautiful property as well. And the
Yeah.
former Nobu sushi chef is actually there. So shout out to Chef Oi if you're watching.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
sorry. Go ahead. Chef
Yes,
Mike
chef.
is saying something.
I just wanted to mention. I know some people get intimidated by the name if they know who the Nobu brand. But here in Manila, like especially any Nobu, but here in Manila, we want to be able to welcome a lot of guests. And lately, we've been hearing about people being healthy because of the coronavirus. But in general, people want to eat healthy. So I want people to understand and know that the menus aren't set. Nobu signature dishes are. But if you were a vegan or vegetarian, we are feel don't feel scared to come and eat. We have a lot of talented chefs who can make menus just for vegans or vegetarians or people who want to eat healthier. So definitely Nobu is just not a brand that's about high end quality ingredients, but it's also about high quality health and a way of life. And that's what one of those things that Nobu is trying to preach is everything that we use is more healthier and more better. I mean, more better for our bodies, so we can stay healthy.
All right. So going into the Christmas season, is Nobu opening for lunch or Sunday breakfast or just dinner all throughout the season?
It's something that we definitely are discussing. We Before the pandemic, we had been doing a la carte style brunch, which is wasn't really it wasn't a buffet, but more of a la carte all you can eat. Definitely, it's something that could be on the books, so that we're able to follow the guidelines of the government. But we definitely want to be able to expand our operations to allow people to eat more and experience more of the Nobu dishes in a family setting. And we're looking to do special omakases, which are tasting menus for Christmas, New Year's, um, Chinese New Year, Valentine's, things like that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Chef. Thank you so much for sharing about Nobu. But maybe one last question from me to the chefs, like Chef Mike, Chef K. How was the lockdown and all this quarantine for you guys?
Your personal
But I mean,
adjusting to it, of
yeah,
course.
it's
Well,
I mean the biggest thing is restarting basically the economy. You go from nobody ordering food from these vendors, and now suddenly everybody's opening up. Now we want 1,000 kilos of something. So it's definitely been rough transition to starting again, just letting your car sit, for a year and trying to start it up again. So definitely there's been a lot of challenges getting the quality ingredients that we need that we usually have. There's a lot of issues with procuring our Japanese items that we need from Japan or in Australia because of flight restrictions or canceled flights. So I mean, I don't think it's just us in general, but I think the industry in general, if you're in the restaurant business, hotel business, getting the necessary ingredients, the necessary equipment to run again at the standard that we're all used to. I think that's been the most difficult part. Um, but again, like I said, it's a challenging experience. We've never experienced anything like this before. Always having to wear a face mask, face shield when you're cooking. That's pretty intense. It's already hot back there. You got to wear these firefighter style face shields. You know, um, but again, this is for the health benefits of everybody around us. To be able to come to work and stay healthy, and to be able to serve healthy food to the guests, so they can feel comfortable coming in. So I mean, again, that's the biggest challenge um, for myself, and not, of course, not being able to go home and see my family. That's a big thing.
All right.
Millions and millions of people are experiencing that now. But as far as that's my experience so far.
All right. Chef K, you want to add?
It sucked. I never cutting fish and stuff like that. I couldn't do anything.
But you just have to
But
adjust, right, Chef?
it was adjusting time.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mina. So how can they reserve, and maybe last final words from you guys to invite people to go back to Nobu Manila?
We're really thankful that we opened just for about 2 weeks ago, and within the past 2 weeks, we've been experiencing a lot of reservations. So we're thankful for our guests coming back, and we'd like to invite your viewers to visit us at Nobu. If you don't want to cook for dinner and you want to make it special, Nobu is the perfect choice for you, whether to share with your friends or your family. Nobu Manila is a wonderful place in terms of its ambiance. And of course, the food is simply amazing. So you'll never go wrong at Nobu. So we'd like to invite you over. So if you'd like to make reservations, we have a trunk line. So we just have to call 800 8080, or just email us at guest services at cod-manila.com. And our chefs and our entire Nobu team, look forward to welcoming you back here on property.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Anton. Thank
Thank
you,
Thank
you.
everyone.
you.
Thank you. And see you soon in Nobu Manila. See
Yes,
you,
please.
guys.
Yes, see you. Bye.
Yes. Bye bye. Bye bye.